Hey everybody, Dan Schinder here on Drum Talk TV at the NAMM Show 2016 at the Vic Firth Booth with, I love when I get to interview legends. This is Clifton Eddie. How are you?
I'm fine. They call me Fou Fou the Drummer.
This is Fou Fou the Drummer. And before we tell you what he's up to now, give everybody a little idea of what you've done.
Well, in high school, I was the Shy-Lights drummer when they were the Highlights before they received a record deal. Then I went to the Army Band, and then I came back in '64 and I joined Tommy Hunt from the Flamingos. My first gig at home was the Apollo Theater when I was 21 years old. Then I left Tommy for the Dells in '65. I was the Dells' original drummer and band leader for 4 years. I left the Dells for Jerry Butler for one tour. And then during that time with the Dells, I was also the sit-in and one of the original drummers of Patty LaBelle and the Bluebells and the Ojays. And then when I was in France, I played with Donald Byrd at the Blue Note, New Year's Eve, 1963. So, you know, I've been drumming 70 years and
I was going to say, you don't really have much experience, do you?
so, well, I'm hoping God still got some more for me.
Hey, I got to ask you, so back in the day when you were with the Dells, like what time period was that, first of all?
From 1965 to 1969.
What was it like back then in the music business compared to now? I mean, I know there's so many ways to answer that question, but in general, what's the biggest difference?
The difference now is you don't have to carry a pistol on the gig.
That's a good difference then.
Because there was a lot of venues we played where actually the producers, the promoters would try to run off with the money, and we didn't let that happen. We also ran into, I guess, some bigotry, controversial issues. We could perform, but we couldn't hang.
Yeah.
You know, we had to eat in the back, out the back door.
You can make them the money, but then get the hell out, right?
Change on the bus or whatever, you know, but it was a learning experience. It's like now you got to fight for what you want, you know, because it ain't handed to you on a silver platter.
Right.
So I'm just grateful that God woke me up this morning and I can still play like I'm 25 years old.
Oh, that's awesome. What are you doing now? Are you playing?
Yeah. I have a band I put together called the Universal Blues and Jazz All-Stars, and we're getting ready to do some tribute to Junior Walker Jr. and hopefully with Poochie and Wilbur from the original Delphonics and Blue Magic. We got a tour lined up hopefully to do some casinos up north and in San Diego and wherever else the good Lord want me to.
That's awesome.
You know, right now I'm in the process of trying to reestablish myself. They broke in my van about 7 months ago and stole my drum kit. My originals I've had since '65.
Oh wow!
So it's just you know, and I just finished a movie with John Legend, Ryan Gosling, and Emma Stone.
Right.
Called La La Land. Damien Chazelle is the director. He directed Whiplash.
Right.
And I'm also the drummer with J.K. Simmons in Whiplash. So hopefully this movie will air in June and I'll be on the red carpet.
Awesome.
Because Damien wrote a special part for me in this movie, and it opened my heart up.
That's great. Well, you keep us up to date with what you're doing. I'll get some video from you. We'll post it on the Drum Talk TV page. And I appreciate you coming up and taking time with us to have you on Drum Talk TV finally. Thank you for reaching out.
Well, I know this. If God hadn't brought me out here today, I wouldn't have been able to meet you in person.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me.
And that's a thrill for me.
Thank you. It's a thrill for me. I really appreciate that.
James Gatson told me about this guy.
Thank you, James. Uncle James, thank you very much. Appreciate that so much.
Thank you so much, Drum Talk, for allowing me this opportunity to view my views on music. And all you young drummers out there, remember one thing. It's not about only how you practice, it's about how you look on stage.
There you go. From the man right there. Thanks for joining us here. Myself and Fou Fou Drummer here on DrumTalkTV.com at the 2016 NAMM Show, the Vic Firth Booth.